Alright, I think this is working. Hey guys, how's it going? I'm back from Ohio. I had fun down there. Got to hang out with some cool buddies and see stuff that I just don't normally get to see. I saw some pretty badass saws. Got to play with some pretty badass saws. It did. I had fun. Got good review on my saws, so I was happy about that. I picked up this off my buddy. It's a brand new 462C. I believe it's the M-Tronic version. This is for the channel. It'll be doing for testing, and I'm going to be comparing this against the 7310s, that stock 500i. I got a 044, got that MS440 hybrid that we can compare it to. Let's see what else we got. I'm trying to think. We could probably I'll be importing this for my buddy. I think this is pretty close to that CC class. Older Poland. Let's see. This saw we ran down there. I ported this for my buddy a while ago. This is the one that made 5.72 horsepower. This was one of my other builds that we tested against this one, and we were getting pretty much identical times between these two, so I think it's safe to say that this one is as well probably close to 5.72 horse. Probably a bit more torque in this one than this one. This one's got a little bit hotter numbers than what this one's at 102. I can't really give the numbers out on this one as it's not my saw, and I put the numbers to what he wanted. So I unfortunately I can't give that out as they're not my numbers. It was like a collaboration thing. I built it to the way he wanted it. But after seeing this one run, and this one's at 100 on this is my saw, so I can give the numbers out. I don't care on my stuff. But this one's at 100 on the exhaust roof, and it is seriously pushing the envelope on the intake. I'm trying to remember what the intake was on this. I know I'm over. Pretty sure I'm over. I think I'm over 170 on this one, if I remember right. I think I did a video on it. I guess we'd have to look back through it. I'd have to dig my notebook out. This did really good. This one, I'm thinking I'm close to my 6 horse or more. She did really good. She was a second. I think if I remember it, we were a second above faster than that one. That's why this one come back, because the way I did the intake and some different transfer work on this one. We're going to try to apply it with this one with the more radical numbers and see what happens. And I don't mind. It's all an experiment to me. I'm all for it. This one's running great though. I did post a vid up, a little short vid there. Me and my buddy Eric, he was timing me on this, and I think that was Pine. And I think she was averaging about 1.5 seconds through it, and I want to say it was probably a 11 inch diameter piece of pine. We did walnut too. I think I was in the 3 second range on some bigger walnut. I mean, I think it was like 16 inch diameter or something. But I think the carburetor's holding me, because this carb is still bone stock in this thing, guys. And she's running really good. We did some testing by putting a stock filter on here, and in our on times, I don't have no dyno results, but on times, this filter setup that I did for it gains 5% over this thing, or over the stock one. So I mean, a 5% gain is huge. So I think I'm onto something with that. I'm either gonna have to mill out this carburetor for a bigger hole and try to graft some different butterflies, or I'm gonna have to get creative or something, or I don't know. I'm even thinking about pulling the jug and lopping the section of the jug off, and then welding up, picking up like a, I don't know, 50 or 80 cc dirt bike jug that's got the basket where I can do like four reed valves, weld that on there or whatever, and then set it up with a much bigger carburetor. And I'm I was originally going to use this in my work saw fleet. I was just going to get one of them green weenies, because this one you're out working on it and you bump it. This is kind of stiff. I think one of them foam green weenies would do a better job at filtering out the fines, and I think it'd be easier on me if I'm using it in the woods. But on the other hand, I don't really have a toy, so I think I'm just gonna keep on going down the rabbit hole with this saw. I think I'm gonna go crazy on it and take a crack at a poor man's race saw. I don't. I'm gonna try nitro on it, guys. You know, if she scatters, she scatters. I just hope I get it on film if she blows up, because that'd probably make some cool footage. But you guys would love it. So that's the plans for this one. I want to fit a different carb. I might go reed. I bought some other stuff here, you know, some reed cages here, but I think this was the biggest one I bought, and I thought about welding that to it and doing up a different carb mount, and I just there's so many ways to go about doing it. I'm thinking about going full reed on this. Is it the right way to do it? I don't know. Never built a race saw, but she's doing pretty good. I mean, we tested this against quite a few other 50cc's down there, and she held her own. She did pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. There was a really brutal 346 there that she couldn't catch. She was, I think, if I remember right, we're 7/10 behind her. So it, but that's the way it is. I mean, I think for a redneck goofball, I did pretty good on that. Let's see. I brought the little 2511 down there. The guys got a kick out of that, because that thing's like a little pissed off, angry bumblebee. Little bugger's a riot to run. I'm still waiting for my rear handle to come in. My buddy gave me a chunk of aluminum for my lathe. I'm probably gonna make a doohickey out of that, so I can make it a little easier for me to cut some combustion chambers. I'll probably make it dual-sided, where probably be one side on one side, and then I can take the tool out and flip it on, and it'd be a different millimeter on the other side. 7310, I put you guys a vid of that out running. My buddy Eric was trying it out. He likes the saw. In fact, he's kind of wanting to get one now, which I can't blame him. These things are just phenomenal saws. I did have to retune it. She is starting to break in. She's on her third tank, and absolutely, it is definitely perking up in the compression range. The 500, we tested that, we're figuring she's about 20%. You know, some good gains. I'm gonna put another 1-inch outlet on this side and cut it on the same angle, so it'll look like a set of ram horns or something sticking out of their bull nostrils or whatever. I don't know what to call it. I'm thinking she wants more. I'm thinking she wants to breathe more. I'm getting a tremendous amount of air coming out of, there's a tremendous amount of air pressure coming out of this one, so I'm going to try it. If it don't work out, my buddy gave me, because he's running a straight shot on his, my buddy gave me another muffler cover, so if that don't work out, I got a second chance. If that don't work out, I can try something different. Not sure which route I'll try. And then when I get to my other, this one's the stock 500, when I get to that one, I'm not sure when I'm going to port that. I don't know if I want to drop the base and lower the exhaust roof and go for brutal torque on that thing, or if I want to try higher than 102, because this one's at 102. Maybe I'll put that one up at 98, 96, somewhere in there, and see what a 500 does that route. I haven't made my mind up. But till then, I want to test. I want to do some videos, because a lot of guys compare these 462s to the 500s. I want to see this run. I'll probably dig out my 36-inch bar. I got some major sharpening to do because that piece of maple killed a bunch of my chains. And I had buddy of mine's got a tree service, and I had him drop a couple great big monster logs off out at one of my landings where I do my firewood. So I got 2 big monster logs sitting over there. Once the weather gets a little better, I can take a whole bunch of big saws out there and bar them up with big bars and see how these things do. I did get rid of my ported 660, that Neotech. She's gone. I did get footage of it down there. I got footage of it up against a ported FarmerTech 660 and Neotech 660 clone kit saw, the ones that you put it together yourselves. So once the editing's done, that'll be awesome to get some of this footage out. This got sent back with me. It is a little 25cc topper. I do not know the brand of it, but I think he said he bought it for like $75-80 on eBay. He said it's a turd. We're gonna port it. It says 2500 on it, and we'll see if we can turn it into an HD 2500. It'll be interesting to see this up against after it's ported up against my 2511, as they're the same CC. We'll see how it's a clone of something. I'm not sure what that's a clone of. You guys, one of you guys out there probably know, but we'll see what happens. Still waiting on parts for that 460, waiting on parts for a 394. These are just repairs for friends. That the 44 come in, that needs repairs. I got the 44 and that 34 over there come in for repairs. And then I'm waiting on parts still for that 261. I don't know what is going on. I'm having a hard time getting parts. It's straight up ridiculous. Stupid COVID stuff. I think they're trying to dry up the businesses that did survive COVID. If they can't get parts to sell to people, then they'll end up closing up. But yep, so I'm trying to think what else. I had fun down there. As things get on, we get stuff edited or whatever, I'll put more footage out. But thanks for putting up with me babbling through this. The giveaway saw is still, I know somebody's gonna ask about it. It's still there. I gotta get with Doug and find out if we're doing that on his channel, my channel. If I'm sending the saw out to whoever ends up with it, or if he's sending it out. I don't know the whole details on it. Like I said, he supplied the saw, which was cool. I just supplied the port work on it and muffler mod. And then this is that brand new 620 that I did, that I went back in and epoxied up the floor on, and I put a vid out. I don't know, might have been a week ago. I don't remember. But this is Indiana Doug's saw now. I'm hoping he's gonna like it. I can't wait for him to get it. So I don't know if I'm shipping that to him, or if he's going to stop up and grab it, or if I'm going to stop down there and drop it off. So as things get figured out, we will keep you guys updated. So that's about it in a wrap, what we got coming up on the channel. I'm really thinking this is a 415 Poulan Pro. It's in good shape. You don't see many of these. I think this will be a cool one to port on the channel. I'll do this one. I do know that we'll be going to a dual port on this instead of a single. I might just give them that dual port and swap them mufflers, because I think I'm going to pipe that saw. So yeah, just it'll be interesting. This one I'm going to leave alone. I might end up going dual port on it maybe, but I'm going to leave it alone right now. It's running the same speed through the cuts as this one, and these are both running the same size spur sprockets too. So this saw's got to be close to 5.72 horse, if not there, or maybe a touch more. I don't know. They both hit the same. I feel like I can lay harder on this one than this one, but this one does have more radical numbers, so it might be a bit more peaky. So we'll go from there, see what happens, and then if I go into this little 4910 again and start going full-blown crazy on it, I will keep you guys updated and in the loop and let you know how that goes. So you guys have a good one. Thanks for putting up with me babbling on, and I got to get to cleaning my shop. So you guys have a good one.